Hi, I'm Jacob Linkous. I've been with Code Ninjas since the beginning. I've also been coding for about 6 years, and I'm also an Eagle Scout. I'm going to be showing you the fundamentals of JavaScript and Python with Jake Malloy. I'll also be teaching you game design using Python and Pygame. So, this will be a fun and challenging ride, so let's get started. Now, I'm going to show you how to make if, else if, and else statements in JavaScript and Python. Let's start with JavaScript. So, an if statement looks like this. We have if, open parentheses, a statement that must be true, then open curly bracket, and a close curly bracket, and that's where all the code's going to be run if the statement is true. So, let's test it out. So we're going to make a variable. Let's call this variable test. Now let's have it equal to 1. And don't forget your semicolons. And we want to check, hey, if test is equal to 1, let's say something. So we're going to go if, then our condition is test equal 1. That equals means it's just going to check to see if test is equal to 1. It's not going to set test equal to 1 like we did on the first line, but it's just going to check. Open curly brackets, and we're going to console.log, and we're going to just say test is equal to 1. Don't forget your semicolons. Then we're going to run it with F5. Then we're going to see, hey, it says test is equal to 1, which is exactly what we want. So, now let's go on to else if statements. We're going to type else if, and we need a condition. Let's say that condition is test is equal to 2. We're going to open curly brackets, close curly bracket, and we're going to say, hey, console.log test is equal to 2. Don't forget our semicolons. And now let's just go ahead and change that to 2. Run it with F5, and it'll say, hey, test is equal to 2. But now we could just, let's change it back to 1, see what happens. It should say test is equal to 1. Alright, but what if it's not equal to 1 or 2? That's where an else statement will come in handy. So we type in else, open curly bracket. We don't need a condition because it's just going to do everything else. We're going to say console.log test is not equal to 1 or 2. We don't know what it's equal to, and we don't really care what it's equal to. We just know it's not equal to. Run it with F5, still equal to 1, so it will say test is equal to 1. Put in 2, hey, it's equal to 2. Now we put in 3. Test is not equal to 1 or 2. That's correct. What do we put in 7,777? Run it. Hey, test is not equal to 1 or 2. That's still true. So now, let's move over to Python. So we're going to make a variable. Let's call it test again. Why not? We're going to set equal to 1. Then, let's have our if statement. If, but there's where it's different. We don't need the open parentheses. We don't need curly brackets. We're just going to do test equal 1. Now, we do need one thing to signify, hey, the code after this is inside this statement. So we're going to put a colon, and it's automatically going to indent us one spot. But let's say you accidentally mess up and it went over there. Just click tab, and it'll bring you right over. So, in Python, tabs and spacing is really important. Because in JavaScript, you can have it wherever you want, as long as it's inside those curly brackets. But in Python, it's all about spacing. So, if test is equal to 1, we're going to print, we're going to say test is equal to 1. Close parentheses and quotation marks, and that's it. Run it, don't forget to save, and I'll say, hey, test is equal to 1. Alright, but now let's see what happens if we don't have it equal to 1. Let's do elif. This is just a small shortcut in Python because else if is not a full statement. So elif, and we're going to say test is equal to 2. Still need the colon, and we're going to say, hey, print test is equal to 2. Close quotations, close parentheses, and let's change test to 2. Run it, don't forget to save, and it says test is equal to 2. So now we have to figure out, or I'll show you how it works if it's not equal to 1 or 2. Just type in else. Still need the colon, and we'll just say print test is not equal to 1 or 2. Save it, run it, still equal to 2, so we're good. But let's say we set it to 7,777. Save it, run it, and it's not equal to 1 or 2. That is how you use if, else if, and else statements in JavaScript and Python.